Welcome to Android ABCD. In this episode, let's learn Firebase Analytics. Let's have a deeper insights on Firebase Analytics and let's explore everything.
Firebase Analytics, Google's free solution for mobile analytics. Its key capabilities includes unlimited reporting with up to 500 distinct events, audience segmentation. Custom audience can be created in the Firebase console for device data, custom events, or user properties. How does it work? The SDK automatically captures a number of events and user properties. Firebase Analytics also integrates with a number of other Firebase features. For example, it automatically logs events that correspond to your Firebase notifications and provides reporting on the impact of each campaign. Firebase Analytics helps you understand how your users behave, so you can make informed decisions about how to market your app. Firebase Analytics also integrates with other services such as BigQuery, Firebase Crash Reporting, Firebase Notifications, Firebase Remote Config, Google Tag Manager. Let's get started with Firebase Analytics for Android. The SDK logs two primary types of information: events and user properties. Events are that user actions on the mobile applications and click events and other activities. User properties are the segments that defines our user base, demographic, languages, such kind of examples are user properties. Prerequisites: install the Firebase SDK, add your app to your Firebase project in the Firebase console, and Android Studio 1.5 or later version will do a magic. Setup: add the dependency for Firebase Analytics to your app level build.gradle file. Declare the Firebase Analytics object at the top of your activity. Then initialize it in the onCreate method using getInstance method. Let's get our hands on the code. Let's create Firebase console project. I'm calling this project as Firebase Analytics. Later, we need to choose the country appropriate to us. Then add the project. It takes a moment to add the project. Once it is added, click on the Add Firebase to Android app icon and then choose the package address from your Android Studio and place it in the input field provided by Firebase console. Then we will be downloading a Google services.json file. Copy this file and paste it in our app path of the project, which is open it in your Explorer or the Finder, go to the project directory and go to the app directory and paste the Google services.json file. That's it. And then go to Firebase console, copy the Gradle class path dependency, and then paste it in build.gradle project level module. And then apply that plugin in the app level Gradle file. Give it a minute to sync, then it will be good to go. Firebase SDK will be configured. So Firebase has a decent setup guide on its website. That's the Firebase Analytics library dependency, which we will be using. As of the date I'm creating this video, 9.6.1 is the recent Firebase library. It may vary when you are using, but things would be same. Okay, now let's go and start working on our code. Let's declare Firebase Analytics object. I'm calling it as Firebase Analytics. And let's instantiate this object using get instance method passing the context to the Firebase Analytics object. We need three permissions. One is access network and internet and wake lock permission. Okay. To trigger Firebase Analytics, I'm creating a small button, which is boilerplate code. I'm just replacing with a button. I'm calling this button as fire click and the ID as fire. Let's map that XML button to our Java class. I'm taking the button and mapping it to our XML ID fire and casting it to button. Now I'm setting listener to the click events. Whenever I click on this button, it should trigger a button click Firebase Analytics event. How am I doing this? I'm using the bundle object provided by Android SDK. I'm setting few parameters to the bundle object. Using putString method, I'll be using the Firebase inbuilt assistance strings, which is Firebase Analytics.param.itemID, and I'm calling that item ID as button click. And there are other assistance method like item name, and I'm calling it as next activity, and content type, I'm calling it as button. Okay, now I'm using Firebase Firebase Analytics object and log event method, and I'm passing Firebase Analytics dot event select content and bundle as a parameter to it. Now we are good to go. Let's compile. Once the application is compiled, we will see just one button app, which is nothing cheesy about it. Once we click on this button, the number of times that we click on the button should reflect in the Firebase console. It takes about few hours to data reflection in the Firebase console. Till then, we have no choice but waiting. Once the analytics is opened, we should see the active users or other statistical graph and charts and all those information in the Firebase console. It sets up few automatic events and it gives us the few analytics automatically. Let's check our events. We should see the app first open event and select content event has 36 count, and that is the event that we triggered. And the content type was button that we have set in our Android Studio, if you remember. And other information will be reflected in the Firebase console. Stay tuned. Watch the part 2 video for more information. Thank you.